Hey guys, Jonah here, once again, back with a beer review, feeling, pretty rubbish. Been in the hospital again twice this week. Lucky me, and I need a beer, but it is also a special beer. And if you're following me on Untapped, you'll probably know this beer is my 3000th unique beer um, on Untapped. I remember chatting to someone a while ago, and I was under 1,000. I went, "Oh wow, it'd be cool to get 1,000," and now I'm on 3,000. Absolutely crazy. Anyway, it is by, I don't know if it'll focus, get my face out of the way. It is 7 years of Vault City, and it's their sour version. I've also had the stout, but I drank that in the pub because I got this beer from the Royston. Um, got it from James, and it's his birthday. Happy birthday, my man. Hopefully, you had a good one. And look at this. This was ridiculous. It says additions from our favourite sours. So this is like a combination of all their ludicrous sours. And if you look in the 7, there's lots of kind of pictures of all these crazy things. So we have coconut, we have passion fruit, we have peach, we have mango, we've got marshmallow, we have vanilla, and cheesecake. Um, and there's all sorts of things about them here. Oh, actually, it's the recipe, which no doubt has got some oats in there. Look at that marshmallow fluff. Oh my God, it's going to have loads of stuff in there. Cheesecake mix, all sorts of nonsense. It is 8.3% on the ABV, and it's a score of over 4 on Untapped. Here we go, it tells you something here. It says 7 years and 7 of our favourite adjuncts in this beer, brewed to celebrate Vault City's 7th birthday. Decadent dessert sour layers creamy coconut, juicy passion fruit, peach, mango, marshmallow, vanilla, and rich cheesecake into something luxuriously thick, fruity, and smooth. Here's to 7 sour beers and many more to come. And I will drink to that. Vault City, they are a really, really good brewery. I wasn't that impressed with them to start with, but they've kind of been growing on me, which is kind of cool. And I don't know if you saw, but I've got a big dent in that there and a big dent there because I had it in my pocket. It was this hoodie I was wearing the other day. Um, and I bent over to scratch a cat, one of our local moggies that approached me. I don't know why, but I kind of speak to cats, and they come to me. It's really weird. Sometimes they run away, but most of the time, cats are kind of. I feel the gravity of cats. That's weird. But anyway, um, so I leant over to give him a scratch behind the ears, and this beer fell out into the middle of the street, and dented it like a bad boy. So I'm hoping it's not going to start leaking everywhere. No, that would be my luck for a 3000th beer, but no, seems to be cool. Let us get this into a glass and we shall see what this is. I've gone for a big one, totally unbranded, but a big pint glass because I want to get all of this in. Look at that. That looks ridiculous. That looks like a juice. Definitely. Absolutely no head whatsoever. A tiny bit of head. But my God, that's a fingernail's head at the least. There we go. 7. There it is. And there's my cheeky face. You'll have probably seen that already. I usually upload those as the thumbnail when I remember. Wow. Wouldn't surprise me if there was some sort of. I know this is a sour beer. To balance it out, maybe there's some lacto in there. Definitely getting that marshmallow and kind of bready kind of thing, which probably is the cheesecake, like the biscuit cheesecake stuff. And then there's some generic fruits like tropical fruit. Mango, I'm getting. Yeah, that is about it on the nose. But look at that. It's definitely sticking kind of to the side of the glass. It's got legs on there. Let's do it front to back. Look at that. Very, very cool looking beer. Anyway, cheers to 7 years of Vault City, and also cheers to me for doing 3,000 beer reviews. Obviously, I've drunk a load more than that, but these are unique beers. Yeah, and some people that I know have cracked 10,000 and have only been members of Untapped for under 10 years, which brings to me that they're either drinking like, yeah, they've been drinking 5 beers every night for 10 years, or perhaps they're not telling the truth, or maybe they're alcoholics. That's the other thing. Anyway, cheers and beers. Let's see what we get from this bad boy. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. First of all, as I was drinking, and you might have seen me taking a reasonable sip, um, because I could tell this was going to be sour, so I thought I'll drink a little bit more um, than perhaps I would usually do on a first sip. But my God, sourness came through, a little bit like one of those sour sweets, because there was a bit of sweetness in there, but I was also getting a thick, pulpy breakfast juice thing there. This is definitely what I would call a thick mouthfeel. Um, Sometimes those hazy beers, you see them and they're really cloudy, and then when you drink them, you're like, actually, this is not that got that much body. This, on the other hand, I mean, it is obviously opaque, shall we say, but my God, definitely some kind of pulpiness in there and real thick, smoothie like consistency. The other thing is the alcohol in here, 8.5%, is kind of hidden, is disguised very, very well. They have done an amazing job. There is quite a lot of sweetness there too. The marshmallow and the vanilla, are they the same kind of thing? Well, yeah, very similar. Um, Definitely in there, but it's sour fruit pulp. That's what I'm getting on the taste, and then the sweetness comes in secondary, and the mixture of sweet and sour is hiding that high ABV. I mean, 8.5 isn't that high, but when you're drinking a pint, that's a reasonable amount. I wouldn't usually have a pint of this kind of strong beer, um, even though it is a bank holiday weekend. Even though my yeah, my Friday was spent in the hospital, uh, which yeah, let's not go into that. Let's not dwell upon that. But yeah, I'm not out of the woods yet, and yeah, it could drive a man to drink. Oh, the other thing I was going to say. Actually, let me have a sip first, and then I'll say the other thing. Oh, another decent swig. Yeah, reasonably similar to the first one. Yes, my friend Pam, a friend from school, um, very briefly dated my friend Jim, who's not around anymore. Um, she was at the cat sanctuary today, and she put a thing on the Facebook saying, "Oh, should I pick up a new kitten or not?" And if you're going to a cat sanctuary, you know, you're probably looking at least you've thought about picking up a cat. Otherwise, you probably wouldn't be there. But I said everyone needs multiple cats in their life, because furry things do make your life better, which is really cool. And the other thing, a lot of the lads are out on the beers tonight, and then they set up a bottle share and put a fucking thing on saying, "Oh, who's up for it on Tuesday?" And it's Saturday today. I'm like, 3 days, and it's a Tuesday, and I'm working. A lot of those guys don't work, or work in brewing and stuff. But yeah, setting something up like that and giving people 3 days notice, I'd say that's kind of out of order. So I said, no, I'm not coming. Obviously, the fact that I've been in in hospital and had ridiculous, copious amounts of poison injected into my body is, yeah, not good either. So they've postponed it to the week after. So I'm umming and ahhing about whether I should go or not. What do you think? I'm going to have some more treatments this weekend, the upcoming weekend. So yeah, I might go along. We shall see. We shall see how we feel. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty bad at the moment, which is why I need some more beer. Whoa, whoa, sour like those sour sweets you used to be able to buy. Not very much foam, but that's to be expected with a sour, and it's also kind of to be accepted with a strong beer as well. But there we go. I like the can art as well. Look, 7 there, and then there's a big 7 there. Like I say, I've already had the stout, which was a proper strong stout, and this one was 8.5%. So I think that's pretty damn good beer. One to try. Please let me know down below in the comments if you've tried this beer, because there are a few different ones. Obviously, for special occasions, people brew special beers. That one's probably more down the Vault City route, although they do some crazy strong stouts, kind of imperial type stuff. But I would say they're more well known for their sour beers. So that is my 3,000th separate beer. Pardon me, there was a bit of carbonation in there after all. 3,000th beer as per Untapped. Not sure how many reviews I've done on Facebook, on YouTube. I think I'm up over I'm definitely over 1,400, I think. Am I near 1,500? I don't know, something like that. So over half of the beers I've actually recorded, which I think is pretty cool. And a lot of the others I've probably had in the Royston. I've done 600, I think, or it's coming up to 600 beers reviewed. That's on Untapped again. I'm saying the word Untapped quite a lot. If you're not on there and you're a kind of you have a beer ticking mindset or a beer reviewing or beer judging mindset like me, it is worth getting on Untapped. And if you get on there, feel free to look up Unclejona, and it will come up with Jonah. And obviously, that's me. You'll probably see a lot of the pictures, because I try to use the same pictures across multi social medias. So you'll see a review of this very beer. It will be the same picture. Anyway, happy bank holiday weekend. I'm probably going to be back with another beer review probably tomorrow, and probably even Monday. We'll see how things go. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and come back to my lovely channel. You could even subscribe, because I'm going to be doing another beer review, and that's going to be coming up real soon.